welcome. I'm so excited to get this video. As we're running into is part 2 to our advent calendar build, and it's kind of just a bunch of tiny pre-built rooms that we did. This is part 2, so I highly recommend checking part 1. There won't be any spoils, so if you guys just want to kick in, watch it and whatnot, you absolutely can. Just makes more sense if you watch part 1. But I think without further ado, let's jump into the video. First things we have is the Magical Potion Lab, and I think all of these were personally really fun. I believe this one was recommended to us. Somebody said like Potion Lab or something. Really fun. I don't know. I love all the ideas that you guys came up with, and I would love to do this again next year. So as for coming up with this idea and like what we came to building, originally I was just looking through the spellcaster pack. Sorry, I always call that one wrong. I don't know why. Like the last thing I think of is spellcaster. I think magic. I think wizard. I think witch. And the last thing I think spellcaster. Am I the only one who struggles? Maybe I probably am. But I ended up thinking like, oh, the wallpaper and the flooring. I was like, this kind of looks like a creepy place you'd end up like deep underground, and you like come across this room and you're like, where am I? And I thought it'd be really fun, and I ended up adding the Jerry picture, kind of like, oh, this is who we worship or we make the potions for. And I knew I wanted to add lots of potions. Obviously it's a potions lab, so I try to, you know, put one of each out, which they're a lot of fun to play with and mess with, and you could pull out any of them without having to craft them, so that's really helpful when creating this room. Originally, like I said, I didn't really have an idea, but I thought this would be, I don't know, we like slowly came together with it, forming this like weird, creepy like location where you come down here and you make these potions for who knows who. So I really love the final look of this place. I think it looks really, really like creepy and fun. And when we make this into a final home, I'm excited to see how this all goes and puts together. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's like their change their clothes that they change into after they make their potions and stuff. Why you'll ever need this pre-built room, I don't know, but that's kind of the fun with making each of these rooms is like not having like I don't know, like not having a final outlook or for it. Like it doesn't have any purpose. It was just kind of fun to build. I did try to color code the potions and make sure that everything fit. I did play test every room, so don't worry about that. I think everything should be working. And if you guys did this, what would you guys do different? I think I'd love to hear that for each and every room. If you're like, oh, I totally thought this is definitely not where I would head. I didn't see myself heading here either, with like a creepy room. It kind of just ended up here because of the fact that the wallpaper and the flooring just made it feel like that, and I just kind of rolled with it. That were some weird, I guess, cold? I don't know. We got giant pictures. Maybe that's like the first spellcaster, actually. We don't have to get that weird. Maybe we're not worshipping them. Maybe they're the original like spellcaster, so we like to have their portrait up, which would kind of make sense. I don't know. I like to read a lot of like manga and whatnot, and I've read some like that where they have like the head spellcaster, so I don't know. It could go either way. Which one do you think? I think the other one's creepier, the creepy basement, and then you fall upon this. I don't know. It's kind of where I was originally going, but it can be what you want, right? But yeah, that's kind of like it for this whole room. Obviously, I got the planters so you can make your potions. So now we're getting into Sleep with the Fish, and this one was so much fun. The only sad part is with uploading it, I'm gonna say this early, is the fact that if uploading rooms and then uploading a whole house, I don't know, I just wish they like fixed that, because I added a pool because I really wanted fish in the room. I can only upload the room without the pool, so when I upload the whole lot, if you guys want this room specifically, you'll have to get it that way. Or maybe, I don't know, I'll have to figure out something. Maybe I'll delete the rest if somebody really wants it and upload that, but I'll have to figure it out because this one was so much fun. We not only like did the pool, we added the little fishies in there. This one gets changed around a lot because it is a bit it took me a while. Bunk beds are a bit finicky, unfortunately, due to the fact that like having items underneath it can get very glitchy. I wanted to add rocks to really hide the table stand. I really wanted to make it feel like we were under the water, you know, sleeping with the fish, you know. So, not only like the color scheme, the rocks, the fish, like the pool with the fish and whatnot, but also adding a lot like the little lights that we got in the new pack and whatnot. And I just love the way this one looks, and it does end up being functional. It just took a lot of like figuring out, to be quite honest. And it's honestly really impressive. I think I would love to have like more custom or like themed rooms in the future based off this one alone. I know some people do have like themed guest rooms, and maybe I should do that more in our Let's Play. I think that'd be kind of fun. I don't know. Well, how would I do that with Disney Princess Challenge? Would Belle have a themed like werewolf room? I don't I mean, is that really a guest room, or is that just a room for her if she ends up romancing a werewolf? I don't know. These are things to think about, and like maybe I feel like there's so many more ideas out there that we could totally do and have more fun with it. Obviously, it only makes sense if the person has a lot of money. Like, how do you like afford a customized room like that unless you do have a lot of money? But I think it's definitely something doable for one of the Let's Plays. We also added these wall decals and stuff, and we honestly I had so much fun with this one. So I hope you guys like the final look of it, and yeah. So now moving on to Video Game Addict, and I'm not gonna lie, this one was kind of the harder ones to make. Mainly due to the fact that I feel like I've already built an office or two in this whole entire advent calendar, and I wanted it to be different. So with this one, at least, I kind of just wanted to go the full gamer. You know, we have like your photos on the wall, you got your plushies in the back, you got the gamer table, the gamer lights, just a little bit of everything, you know. And thankfully the high school pack really kind of does that for you. And originally I was like debating between going for like streamer route versus just Video Game Addict. I ended up doing like more video game rather than streamer due to the fact that I really wanted to just do Video Game Addict. But now that I think on it, I feel like if you're a Video Game Addict, maybe, you know, at one point you end up streaming or doing something fun with your friends. So I don't know, it could have gone either way route. I mean, the high school pack has a lot of good, like, I don't know how good they are, like actual computers, but good like computers that are meant for streaming. So we could have gone either way. I did want to go cutesy. I really love the ghost wallpaper. I think that one is so cute, and I never really have like time like really points to use it because it's little ghosties on the wall. Like, it doesn't really make sense unless it's like a customized wall for a certain type of sim. So I was really happy to use this one. And there's also the flooring. I feel like I always mention that flooring. There's oh god, what is that from? Is it from Cottage Living? Somebody needs to tell me when they use that flooring with the little flowers in between it, because it looks so fake that it's not really meant for outside, but inside it doesn't really make sense in a lot of rooms. So I don't know, we'll keep looking for it. But I do believe I ended up changing the walls. I can't remember. I just know I wanted to make sure I added the posters. I wanted a TV. If we're going full gaming, we want our TV. We want the full like computer setup. We want a little lounge spot. I wanted the snacks. And this is kind of where I was like, I was kind of sad because this is not the most like creative idea I did for the Video Game Addict. So I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on what we could have changed to make it a little more evident. I do add like a station. What else do we add? Like I said, we made sure we had the snacks. I also made sure we had like behind me, I wanted to make sure that I added like a little cubby for all your plushies and like little doodads that we have. And I really love theming this. Purple is one of my favorite colors. I want to say my first, I'm not gonna lie, purple, blue, then pink. As pink as my room is, and as much as I love pink right now, I do want to say purple is one, like, definitely top favorite, and then blue, and then pink. So, pink. So, if you're wondering why pink, I just weirdly got obsessed with pink this year. So, weird little tangent, but I really do love this room, and outside of the fact that it kind of felt repetitive is due to the fact that I've really fallen in love with creating like plushie like collections. I know it's a bit finicky because we're shrinking down plushies in the game to fit into like a certain setting, but I really like the whole like cluttered feel to it, and I wanted to be, I feel like I have been actually since I did this advent calendar, adding like these plushie walls or plushie collections, or just a collection of something in a certain area, and making it work, because it's something I have. It's something that I feel like a lot of people do have. It's just the game, you know, with placements and everything doesn't really allow it. So being able to do that in these little rooms really pushed me to be able to do it in other builds and stuff. So I hope you guys still enjoyed this one. I think it's just as pretty as I do. And let me know what you guys think on that ghosty wallpaper. One of my favorites, even though I ended up not using it because I wanted a poster collage. I'm not gonna lie, it is still one of my favorites. I'm still looking for times to use it. So I think that's it for this little Video Game Addict room. the year you were born. I know I previously just mentioned the last one was the hardest. No, this one was. Nice sense of creativity, but more of the measure, I did not know what to build. Okay, I was born, what, 1999? Really aged I aged myself there. So old, I know. No, I'm kidding. But, sorry, I always like to make that joke because I feel like I always make myself sound old. But, I ended up just wanting to build a room that feels, I don't know if outaged is the right word. I don't know. I was just like, okay, I had the old TV, a certain like browns and blues color scheme. We got the brick. I don't know if it makes any sense. Like I said, I had no idea. I didn't know if I wanted to do like groovy, like bright colors or what. And I don't know. I think the final look honestly looks really good, and I want to do more builds like this. Not in the sense of the year I was born, but like more or less like a style of it, because I like the brick of it and I like the browns, and it just makes the home feel really cozy. So I love this room, so maybe in the future I'll utilize this room to base off a whole entire house or something, because I absolutely love the look of this. And I think especially for our Rent to Riches series, I think this would be a really fun, what's it called, like scheme to base it off for Benji, due to the fact that I just feel like this is something he'd like. Maybe more greens in it, if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's fine. I highly recommend watching our Rent to Riches series. It's a fun let's play for the new full rent pack, and I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I hope you guys do too. Let's just say it has a lot of drama though. It's very chaotic, and I absolutely love it. It's obviously in the game, meant for the game. I don't know how to preface that other than I feel like I'm making it sound really weird, but I highly recommend checking it out for yourself and then giving me your opinion. So as for this room, I don't know, like I said, I really love the look of it, so maybe I just love the year I was born. If you guys like had any better ideas for the theme, please let me know. When I created the idea, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so nice, so easy, and I feel like it's gonna get so many different types of ideas out of it. As for me, I really did not know what to do, so this is how it kind of ended up. Does it make sense? I don't really know. Like I said, I just kind of rolled with it, and made a really nice room in my opinion that I would love to make more rooms off of. So yeah, that's kind of the look of it, and yeah, that's all I have to say about this one. Okay, so next we have is Fairies Are Real, and this one was honestly really fun, and I think I would really love to do a fairy-like build in the future. I don't know what it'd be or what it entail, and maybe I shouldn't do it because I have tried in the past to do a, what's it called, mushroom build, and to be honest, it didn't go that well, but this one was a lot of fun, and I feel like fairy stuff is really cute, and I think maybe now that they got like different styled kits, maybe they'll get into fairy outfits. I don't know. I feel like fairy core, isn't that what it's called? I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't know, maybe, who knows, maybe we can get a whole fairy kit at this, not kit, fairy pack is what I meant to say. But to get into this like little tiny room that we got going on, I thought it makes sense to have it like outdoorsy. We can have the, what's it called, the fairy light, the fireflies, there we go. Is that what they're called? Jeez. Now I'm blanking on that, but either way, I wanted to make sure I incorporated that. It had like lavender, really like, I don't know what the right word is. I don't want to say majestic. Fairy-like, I don't know, like fairies would live here type of scenario. But I thought it was a lot of fun. We had like little winged statue and kind of just like a seating area. It's nothing too fancy, because I mean, like, how much can you do with the fairy build? I don't know. I feel like maybe a cottage, but either way, I added like the fun little tree we had. I finally got to use the flooring from the cottage living, which I absolutely love. I absolutely love that flooring. The issue is that, like I said earlier, is the fact that the flowers look too fake, in my opinion, to put outside. Yet it's just like, where would you put that on the inside? Except for like really like themed rooms like this one. We got like the little fairy lights up top, and just like a, you know, nice beautiful windows. I don't know what this room would be. I guess just like a fun seating area on the side of your house. I don't know. Like I said, a lot of these rooms I don't know what the grand purpose is, other than it was a lot of fun to make. I love the look of it. I really do love lavender though. I just wish I haven't had a place where I lived where I get enough sun for it. First was a dorm room where I try to have lavender, and then I had this place where my house is completely covered in like the shade. At least where I'd put my plants at. So really love them though. So I'm glad I got to use them in this fun, loving, fairy-like build. So yeah, this one was a lot of fun. So now moving on to Workaholic, and honestly, I kind of just wanted to go wonky with this one. I feel like it's been a while since the rooms were kind of, how to put it, shocking, if that makes sense. And I knew I wanted to use the Get to Work pack. Originally I was thinking, oh, maybe we could do a prison cell, or like, I don't know, something where it feels like we're bringing work home, if that makes sense. This one's a bit more wonkier than I feel like you might be thinking. I was just like, oh, we have this secret room where we're secretly doing, I don't know what, in this surgery room, so but it was a lot of fun to create, and I really like these wonky rooms that don't make sense in Let's Plays. Although I found a lot of reasons to have weird prisons down in the basements, my Let's Plays. Don't ask questions, I guess I should say. Or watch series, honestly. But this one was a lot of fun because I got to incorporate this, like, I don't know, like, with all the rooms, I should just say. Incorporate an idea that I would not really use. So this one is just kind of like a surgery room. I utilized all the items from Get to Work that kind of made sense, and maybe surgery room, to put it lightly. I think it's the best way to put it, I should just say, with the secret files, and who knows what they're doing. I don't know. What's their story, guys? What do you think? But that is about it for this room, as fun as weird as it was. So now Floors Before Walls, and this is definitely recommended to me. I remember this one because I was like, I would have never thought about that. And I wanted to make sure that I completed the floors as well as I could before doing anything on the walls. As clear as that, as the title is, but for this one I think I wanted to end up doing a dining room because I don't think I've done one quite yet. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure we haven't. This is part 2, so I kind of forgot things since part 1, I'm not gonna lie. But I do know that I remember thinking like, oh, I kind of need somewhere for the eat if I'm gonna make this into a house eventually, so I was like, why not do a dining hall? And as for the idea as what the dining hall should be, it kind of slowly formed. I think what did it for me was once I started doing the walls that I formed the idea of kind of like, I don't want to say like a neat person who's like overly neat, like has to have certain things a certain way, but also the sense of like color. I was like, oh, they would want minimum color, like not too much going on and whatnot, and that's kind of what I went for. I don't know how the idea formed, but I ended up adding like very, like, I don't know, it kind of felt futuristic to me, like the way things looked had to be very neat and constructed and planned out precisely. So maybe it's like an AI formed room. I don't know, but I added like the tissues and the wipes in the windowsill, which you guys will see shortly, because I wanted to really add to the thought like, oh, they're super neat. They need to like wipe their hands or do something, or wipe the spot every single time that they get up, is what I'm kind of envisioning. Or maybe they're sick all the time, so they need to be in a very clean room. So that's kind of the idea and what went into this room. A bit different, but I like it. Now for Happy Birthday, and this one was a lot of fun. This honestly could have gone like so many different ways. I knew I wanted to go, I started out with balloons, so I was like, okay, this looks pretty nice, but trying to color match, I feel like we need more balloons, more like celebration stuff in the game. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I felt like it was kind of lackluster in the balloons, and eventually I got this idea like, oh, these feel like more like outdoor banner, like outdoor balloons, so I eventually made this like a little outdoor patio, and I was like, oh, maybe this is like the perfect spot if we're having like an outdoor birthday. Maybe this is like the side of the house that's covered in case it rains, or I don't know, protects it from the animals. I don't know, but I kind of got this idea like a covered area. We had like this folded out table, and then eventually I added like a a spot to cook, all the birthday gifts, kind of like a simple like a little outdoor area, and I thought it looked really nice. Obviously I couldn't get a cake. I was like debating whether or not to go in the game mode and have my Sims make one of those lovely cakes that they love to make. I don't know why. Why are the Sims programmed to make so many cakes? Okay, that's a topic for another time though, because they really do sometimes. But I ended up finding a little cupcake, which I ended up putting on the table, and I was like, that kind of I guess that makes sense. I mean, like all the birthday gifts, the balloons. I feel like it was a perfect little birthday outside. I don't think it needs much explanation. Like I said, this could have gone in so many different directions. It could have been like, I don't know, like maybe this felt like more like a kid's party. It could have gone more like an adult, like maybe we went out for, maybe it's our 21st birthday, or who knows. But I ended up going for this mainly because of the banner of the balloons. But I love the look. The only sad part is mainly the cupcake is the cake. or representation of the cake. I'm pretty sure if I dug a little more in debug, maybe I could have found something, but I ended up finding the cupcake. I feel like I made it work. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the final look, but I think I overall love it. It's good. But yeah, happy birthday, or should I say happy birthday? Now moving on to one of my favorite subjects, alien abduction. Well, not subject, not subjects. Sorry, I said that completely wrong. But I won't lie, this is one of my least favorite rooms I made. I think it's because I had so much excitement to make this room. And the way it turned out was honestly quite not my favorite. It's kind of sad. I found this lamp and I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. We just gotta look like somebody's like floating up to it. And then I ended up using the little baby thing inside of one of the jars you can get from, I think you can get like jars, is it from Tartosa? I can't remember. There's like some beach you can like find jars. I honestly think I've done it once and that's about it. There's a bunch of little jars that you can find. And honestly, now that I'm thinking on it, maybe I should like look into that and do that, because I feel like that's kind of fun gameplay that I probably should do. I don't quote me on which pack that is on, so hopefully somebody can let us know in the comments down below, or eventually I go find out. But overall, the idea that I had was to do like a tiny little world underneath, and this is like the little alien spaceship type of scenario, kidnapping the baby, I guess, but trying to find items that I can shrink down to fit in this room while the room's still being usable was quite rough. So we had like the dollhouse. I ended up like finding like the little cars you can put everywhere. We used the town toy thingy, I think that is. But that was like the only like city like thing that I could put in here. The debug like houses and stuff don't get this small for a 3x3 room. So eventually I just made it like a themed alien abduction room where somebody like highly believes that aliens are real, but they've themed out a whole room based on alien abductions, and this is where they study, they read their paperwork, probably watch the news, stuff like that. I don't know, like I said, it just doesn't look as cool as I wanted. So yeah, it's one of my least favorites that I made, but one of the most exciting topics I thought I got to do. Yeah, you know what I mean. Now moving on to Haunted Forever, and as all the other topics, this could have gone widely anywhere, but I honestly got this idea from watching, I believe it was Dr. Glue on one of their streams, I think, or no, it was one of their videos, build videos, and they did like a little doll tea house circle, and I honestly thought it was, like, not to be like mean, but like I thought it could get like really creepy, just a circle of dolls. So I thought this would be the best time to do the haunted dolls and make it a haunted room where they're at a seance table doing who knows what. I don't know, who knows what are these girls doing. But I really want to point out is that the doll, because I wanted to mix up the colors, honestly kind of looks like the Powerpuff Girls. I mean, you know, +1, but who knows, maybe the original like haunted doll plus the Powerpuff Girls, who knows. What do the Powerpuff Girls get into is my question. But I absolutely love the way this looks. I used the creepy dolls. I just kind of want to make it be like you walk into this room and you're like, oh no, like I ended up in hell or something. I don't know, but I absolutely love the way it looks for this one. Honestly feel like I should have a closet or something like this in one of my Let's Plays, you know. Now for Rags to Rags, and I honestly thought when I came up with it, I thought this would be a really funny, like, type of idea, but coming up with like a room theme with, I don't know what I'm trying to say, coming up with the idea for the room was a bit harder than I thought. I ended up coming up with this idea that like maybe like we were trying to become super rich, but we ended up becoming a werewolf, and now we just destroy things. It's really hard to make money. We're always angry, and this is our werewolf room, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of the concept I ended up going for, because I was like, I don't know. I thought the whole concept for Rags to Rags is poking fun at the fact that I feel like I take forever to make any money in Rags to Riches, and ended up making this whole themed werewolf room, and I think it looks really good. I like it. Plus, I feel like this is a room that could actually be used. All the other ones are kind of, no, there's some that can be used, but this one this one's added to the list of usable ones. So this is our Rags to Rags room, and I think, yeah, it makes sense. We are now coming close to the end, and this one's New Year's goal. You know what I meant, right? Okay, but for this one, I ended up doing one of my New Year's goals. Yeah, you know, I don't know why I'm struggling with that, but one of them is getting fit, mainly just working out consistently, and just taking it step at a time. So I kind of themed it in a workout room that I personally would want, so that's why we got the pink wallpaper, we got the cute little cloud, what's it called, light fixture thingy. Honestly, if that, you know, I probably shouldn't look if it exists, because I was just about to say that, because I probably will want it and figure out how to buy it, but, just, you know, things that I want, like I got my pink little yoga mat, little workout thingies. I think this room's pretty straightforward, plus I didn't do a fitness room quite yet, so I feel like this one is a must. I also added, like, I think, if I remember correctly, a few things for my husband, Tate. I added, like, the second workout equipment so he can use my workout room, adding plenty of towels. He's kind of like a, you know, fun fixer. I feel like you need, you know, if I'm gonna have my workout room, I feel like I'd want towels in there, right? I won't lie though, those shelving, kind of finicky. I think, like, if I remember correctly, like, the two middle shelves don't work, or one of them, or maybe I just didn't find the right item for it. I can't remember. But that shelf gave me a minute. But adding, like, the little wall decals. I don't think this room has much else to say. There's, like, a mini fridge, you know, just everything you could dream for in a workout room. So the final theme is your choice, and I really just wanted to give people a chance to, you know, get as creative as you desire. And honestly, I ended up just using coffee as my theme for a room. Not that clever, but I did one last year, and I absolutely love coffee. I love the coffee I have right now too. Can I just give a huge shout out to my coffee machine? It's my life right now. But I was just like, why not? Yeah. I was like, why not just make a whole room themed off of coffee? So we kind of got that, like, nice, I don't know, I like my coffee with creamer, so we got the creamer coffee color going. It's kind of like milk chocolate, I guess, you know? I do like mocha coffee and creamer in it, so it's kind of a combo that makes it this, like, nice creamy color. Probably not this exact, but I thought it worked really well. I mean, it could be a chocolate room, but it could be whatever you want. But the main purpose is it's a coffee room, so I made sure to add everything you'll need for the coffee room itself. Outside of a fridge. Actually, did I add a fridge now that I think on it? Oh my god, that's gonna bother me. Where am I supposed to put my creamer if I don't have a fridge? Oh, that's gonna hurt me. Oh no, no, what? I guess we'll have to get it from our workout room or one of the other rooms that have fridges in it. Man, I didn't think about that till right now. But I got, like, the coffee machine, I got a microwave in case you need to reheat it for a few seconds. We got, I guess it's like the fancy espresso machine and then the coffee machine. Then we got a stove if you like stovetop coffee. And then we got the sink. So maybe it's just the coffee, but no creamer. That kind of hurts my soul, but it's fine. But I like it. It's a nice little area. Like I said, I think this might be more for, like, a public lot rather than a home lot, per se, considering the fact that it's not a complete kitchen. For the fact that it doesn't have a fridge. I should have thought about that. I got, like, multiple things for making coffee, but, like... no fridge for the creamer. Oh, that hurts my soul, but it's fine. So hopefully you guys like this room. I think this is definitely a usable room for a pre-built room. And yeah, I like it. It's one of my faves, coffee. And yay, that'll be it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to this village, welcome on in, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this advent calendar challenge, and I do want to do a part 3 if I can find the time. I feel like I should. I'll find the time. I'll figure it out. Eventually. I feel like the year is flying by already, at least January is, and I would like to put together all these rooms into a unique shaped house, and we'll see how it goes together. Hopefully it looks like a cohesive house. I think last year's turned out okay, at least in my opinion. It's been a while since I checked it out though, so I'm excited to see how I do it, if it goes well, and let me know if you guys create this challenge yourself or if you guys partake in it. I'd love to check out your guys' uploads and whatnot. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!